He seeks to drive men in their thoughts and their understanding and their perspective and their responses. He seeks to gather them together in an alliance that would pursue and live for and exalt all of their instincts of living a life without God. Satan does all of these things in order to bring people into destruction, and this is the battle he's waging upon this earth, and this is the battle he wages upon individuals and individual people, and it's the battle he wages upon you. And we're with one another, and we're by one another, and our job is to pray for one another. And we're in our communities, and our job is to pray for our communities. And Satan has this war, and he's waging this war against those in your home, and you're in your home in order that you might pray for those in your home. And Satan is waging this war against this nation, and you're in this nation to stand in the gap as the people of God, to pray against his devices in this nation, in this world, and this is God's call upon our lives. And if you seek to arm yourself with all of the life of Jesus Christ, and then you don't go to prayer, you're like a man wearing a suit of armor while he's drinking a glass of tea in his home. It's foolishness that has no purpose. You arm yourselves in this way in order to engage in a battle, in a wrestling match, in order to take your place in the gap. The church that just gathers together to find out how they can live a more holy life and a pure life, and somehow pursues that in their life in order that they might take measures against one another, and others are just living their life in legalism for their own self-satisfaction. We arm ourselves in these things, and we clothe ourselves in this array of holiness of Christ's life in order that we might go with him in his engagement to the world, to bring himself and the knowledge of himself to all the world, and to bring a defeat to the one who seeks to bring destruction upon this world, and to tread him down. We arm ourselves with holiness in order to engage in the battle of prayer. But that said, if you go to pray, and you go to seek God's favor, and you go to pray for your family, you go to pray for your neighborhood, you go to pray for your nation, and you're not armed, and cladding yourself in the holiness of Jesus Christ, you're going out on the battle lines naked. You're exposed, and you will be defeated, and your prayers will fail. It's true for those in the church. It's true for the nation. It's true for your home. You pray and intercede for your children, but your own life has massive gaps where you're not living in surrender to Christ, and you're not producing holiness in your life, or you're not letting him produce holiness in your life. Your prayers will fail. They'll fail. Because the enemy is there, and he's seeking to take advantage of every place where he finds the lack and the failure for us to arm ourselves in holiness. He finds every place where we're not willing to clothe ourselves in Jesus Christ, and he finds our weakness, and he brings his battle in that place. He brings defeat to us. We clothe ourselves in all the holy life of Jesus Christ because we're going out against an enemy in a battle. That's what prayer is. It's a battle.